Okay, welcome back. Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about, um, how do you work from within your old Google Drive and use the storage from your new Google Drive. All right, so as you can see, as a good example, right, you can see here the storage space is 75% full here in this Google Drive. So obviously, once I finish, I won't be able to upload anything else. So I need to connect another Google Drive that is empty or near empty that has a lot more space. But let's say, this Google Drive is on this particular computer as it is. But I have another Google Drive either on a different computer or maybe on the same computer, but it's not open, or even if it's open, it doesn't matter, any of those things. But the main thing is that you have another Google Drive that's connected to this particular Google Drive. And so you want to, upload. Now, obviously, if you have that other Google Drive on the same computer, then you want to just upload directly to the Google Drive that is, has more space, that is more empty, obviously. But there could be a case where the other Google Drive is on a different computer, it's not open, or whether the other computer is in the same place or in a different place at work, at school, or home, or wherever the other computer is, but they're connected, as we talked about in the last video, how to connect the two Google Drives. All right, so that means now you want to upload files to your other Google Drive, which is more empty, that has more space, that is emptier, I should say. So what you want to do is, okay, the first thing, you're going to, do a file upload. Okay, but make sure that you're in the shared me folder, okay, so that you know that you're uploading it to your other Google Drive, within the shared folder. All right, if it's not in the shared folder, you need to put it in the shared folder or make a shared folder for everything in your Google Drive. All right, so either way, you're going to work with the shared with me folder. All right, as you can see, I'm within. So this is actually everything that would be in the other Google Drive. I can see it. All right, so I want to open up, upload something. So I just right click and it says file upload. So once I click on it, I can choose from any particular video or audio or file, PDF or whatever that I want to upload to the other Google Drive, because I'm actually in the other Google Drive because it's in a shared folder. All right, so, but the problem is, once I upload it, and some people may think, as I thought at first, that once you upload it, then you think it's automatically taking space from the other Google Drive, right? Because you just uploaded it to the Google Drive that's on the other computer. All right, but that's not true. Because they are connected, it's a shared, shared file, shared folder, you uploaded it, but it's going to be taking space from your Google Drive that is on that computer. All right, so we want to prevent that problem, because obviously it would defeat the whole purpose of me having another Google Drive with more space if I'm actually still taking up more and more space from the one that's almost full. All right, so once you do that, let's say this particular video is the one that, I want to take up space from the other Google Drive, and I uploaded it from this particular computer. All right, now, which I actually did. So now what you want to do in order to make sure that you're taking up space from the other Google Drive and not from the one that's on that computer or the one that's almost full, this is what you're going to do. Watch. We're going to right click and you're going to do a share. All right. Now, once you do the share, you need to look to see, what is the email address or the name of the other, Gmail address that is connected to the other Google Drive. You should know that. Once you know the email address, you know, the name, one or the other, is going to be listed. It's going to be listed. So you just go to where whatever it says, see here, editor. It could be editor, viewer, commenter, commenter, you know, viewer, commenter, editor, right? Of course, I chose editor because when I'm using the other Google Drive, I want to be able to edit files even from the other Google Drive. All right. So in most cases, you're going to have it saying editor because you want to be able to edit from both drives, both computers, or whatever. Now you're going to go down here and click on transfer ownership, right? Right click on, left click, excuse me. You're going to click, you know, the mouse, if you're using a mouse, you know, on the left side of the mouse. All right. So you're going to click with your index finger. All right. Most likely you could click with any finger, but since it's on the left, you would presume that it would be your index finger. All right. Just click it, transfer ownership. All right. Once you do that, all right, it's going to send an invitation to the other Gmail, which is connected to the other Google Drive. All right. So you click send invitation. All right. And then you're going to click done. All right. So at that point, what you're going to need to do, someone, whoever it is, you or someone, is going to have to open up the other, you know, Gmail, and you're going to have to click on that particular, you know, message that came, you know, in with the invitation. You click on it, it will send you, okay, to that particular thing that you're giving, you have been given ownership of that particular file or folder, right? And so you just click accept. And when you click accept, then at that point, it's going to be taking, you know, taking from the space of the other Google Drive. Okay, so remember that it takes the space from the Google Drive that's attached to the owner of the file. So it doesn't matter that you uploaded it into the folder that is shared from the other Google Drive until you transfer ownership to the other Gmail or owner of the other Gmail or the other, you have to transfer ownership to the one that the other Google Drive is attached to. Once they accept, then it will not take away from your storage space. It will take away from their storage space or from the other Google Drive storage space. All right, so remember that, because you know you can be very confused if you don't know something like that. Okay, because you'll be uploading, you're like, wait a minute, I'm losing space. Why is that happening? I uploaded it to the shared folder, which is in the other Google Drive. And yes, it's going to show up in the other Google Drive, but because you're the owner of the file, the video, the audio, the file, whatever, is going to still take space from your Google Drive and not from the other Google Drive. All right, it's that simple. All right, now if you benefited from this information or benefited from any of the videos that I've done before, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, a like with a thumbs up, and to subscribe so you can also get a notification whenever new videos are being made and uploaded. All right, enjoy your day. And it was great having you here with me for these short few minutes. Let me get out of here.